Update. Am I the a-hole for refusing my mother's proposal for family's therapy after she neglected me for 18 years? Original post. For a bit of background, my mother cheated on her husband and had me. They divorced, and my mother's affair partner left her alone. I grew up with my mother hating me, truly believing that I was the reason her life was ruined, and she never missed a chance to remind me that it was all my fault, and that no one would ever love or care about me. This went on for 18 years, and on the day of my 18th birthday, I left that house. After insulting her and wishing for her death, I walked away without a second thought or looking back. 12 years later, she first tried to send me a text explaining that she was wrong, that she had gone to therapy, that she understood her mistakes, and that she was asking for my forgiveness. My reply was simply, "Oh, you're still alive? What a shame." Clear enough, but apparently not. She actually had the guts to show up at my gym. After I finished my boxing training, I saw her in the parking lot. My rage started to build, and when I tried to ignore her and put my bag in the back of my car, she came closer. Her first words, "This is your car? Wow, you must be very successful. I'm so proud of my son." Believe me, my rage is always there, but for some reason when I heard this, it skyrocketed beyond what I could have imagined. I was extremely close to knocking her out and walking away as if nothing had happened, but somehow I didn't. I just told her to cut the BS and tell me what the heck she wanted. She looked at me like I was some kind of crazy person and said she missed me and wanted to make peace because she had gone to therapy, realized her mistakes, and was there to ask for forgiveness and to try to have her son back. I replied by saying that her son was dead and that she wasn't my mother anymore because I was no longer that scared kid she once knew. I told her that now, I was just a guy with mental health issues, anger issues, and trust issues, all thanks to her and the amazing way she raised me. Of course, she started crying and again asked for forgiveness. She admitted that I was right, that it was all her fault, and that she understood how much damage she had caused me. But I cut her off and told her, "No, you don't understand the damage you caused me. You can't understand it at all." This pathetic scene went on for 5 minutes before I asked her what the heck she really wanted. My money? My car? My house? My organs? My life? Through her tears, she said she was sincere, and all she wanted was family therapy because I miss you. I can only imagine what I did to you, but I'm here to ask for your forgiveness and to see if we can be a family again instead of two strangers. Out of patience, I told her that only when I was completely insane would I forgive her, and since I wasn't yet, she could do whatever she wanted. Talk as much as she wanted, but I would never change my mind. I still stand by what I said on my 18th birthday, and she could never change that. I pushed her away from my car while she was crying and just drove away. Now, to be honest, I didn't feel revenge, happiness, or anything after saying those words to her. I didn't feel anything at all. I was just stating the truth. As always, I talked about this with my friend, and this time, he told me I was completely wrong. Because to him, she was sincere, and from the words she used, she genuinely seemed sorry and really wanted to reconnect with me. He thinks I should give her at least one chance. So, am I the a-hole? Now for the top comments before reading the update. Not the a-hole, but please talk with someone about the feelings you are having. You are not wrong, but you are allowing this woman to continue to rob you of a happy and healthy life. You deserve better. Thanks for your words, but even without my mother, my life isn't happy and healthy. Like I said, I have mental issues, trust issues, and anger issues. She can't do anything worse, but I'm just in disbelief at her courage to pretend that after all the stuff I went through, I would accept her and believe her. Please get some individual therapy. Not for her, but to make your life better. If she keeps bothering you, find out if you can get a restraining order. Your friend is wrong. You owe her nothing, and I am a mother myself. She was a horrible mother. Now that she's getting older, she's thinking about who's going to take care of her. She cares about herself, and I think she's trying to manipulate you. Not the a-hole. Tell her you'll forgive her when she can go back in time and fix all the damage she did to you. You should consider therapy, not for her, but for yourself. I lived with physical and emotional abuse myself. And believe me, it stays with you. I wish you well, OP. I'm sorry you went through that. Only you know your next moves, but your friend is incorrect. She just went 12 years, well over a decade, ignoring you. Block her and record video if she comes around you. You can get a restraining order against her for harassment. Don't make it obvious until you have at least 5 days worth of evidence. She can't keep showing up around you if you don't want her to. Now for the first update. Please tell me all of this is a freaking joke and I'm in some kind of nightmare and I freaking need to wake up, because this is absolutely freaking ridiculous. I sincerely thought that my mother would drop it and just leave me the heck alone, but somehow she didn't. And now she's even used a TV show for her pathetic move. We're not in an English-speaking country. Believe me, I'm still confused and shocked. After my last encounter with her, which failed miserably, I don't even get how or why she was expecting something different. She decided to go on a TV program for this BS. A few hours ago, my friend sent me a video of her on a TV show trying to tell her story. She admitted that she was a bad mother, that she did therapy, that she was ready to do anything to be forgiven, how sorry she was, and all types of BS. The TV show is one of those where people try to reconnect with friends, parents, and all kinds of people, basically telling their story and hoping for reconciliation. Now seriously, how desperate is my mother to even consider this nonsense? I mean, I told her last time to leave me the heck alone, and that I didn't want to have the slightest relationship with her, and now she pulls this pathetic move. Really? I'm starting to think she's more screwed up than me at this point. How the heck do I convince her that she will forever be a horrible mother and that her son died, and I don't want anything to do with her? For real, how difficult is that to understand? Now, rage aside, I watched that pathetic show and discovered more about why she's insisting so much. Apparently, my father and my mother have been back together for 10 years, and now they want their family back. My father already has 2 kids, both boys, and now he and my mother want me back to play happy family. Freaking clowns. If they think that after this I would change my mind, they don't know me at all. There is no reason in this world that would ever make me change my mind. The only good thing about this whole pathetic and ridiculous show is that, when I saw it, I laughed. But it wasn't a simple laugh like any other. It was different, like my mind started to go crazy. So finally, in 2 hours, I will see a psychiatrist because I am genuinely scared of myself. And I think now is the moment to finally sort things out. I hope I don't have to update you again, because I don't want to be part of this ridiculous circus. I just want to be left the heck alone and live my life alone. Okay, so here's what you do. You stay calm. You don't curse, scream, or show any anger when the TV show contacts you. What you do is simple. You tell them your mother is unwell, that she is incapable of love, empathy, or compassion, and really should be under the care of mental health professionals. And that you're disgusted that the TV show would exploit such a deranged and delusional woman for ratings. Then you make it clear, you no longer have parents. You will never appear on their show. You will not hesitate to expose the TV show for exploiting a mentally unwell woman if they refuse to leave you alone. The TV show would welcome any lengthy reply to add drama. Simply say nothing and hang up. If they persist, then go the lawyer route with a cease and desist. Definitely send them a cease and desist letter and tell them that you are going to get a restraining order against both of them if they don't leave you the heck alone or if they send any TV crews to harass you. Send a copy of the letter to that TV show and let them know that you are going to take legal action against them if they keep airing that crap without your consent. Oh, and therapy is definitely a good thing. All the best. OP could also use that C&D letter to ask that the episode be pulled from the air, as it could be considered harassment and make the show liable to a lawsuit too. Second update. For Pete's sake, here we are again in this pathetic charade of nonsense. I followed one of your pieces of advice and filed for a restraining order against my mom and my family just today. And what happened? Not only did my mother show up again at my gym, but this time she brought my father too. For some reason I can't and don't want to understand, but this time, things got heated and almost ended badly physically. Like the last time, my mom showed up at my gym when I was going to my car, and I noticed a man with her. I immediately understood that he was my bio father. My mother, seeing me, started crying again and trying to guilt-trip me by saying that she even tried to convince me she had changed by telling her story on that TV show, and she didn't know what else she could do. I directly told her that the only thing she needed to do for me was to disappear from my life and off herself. Only then would she finally be useful for something. She started crying even more, sobbing and yelling, "What the heck can I do to be forgiven? What? How can I prove to you that I've changed? How?" I didn't understand why this pathetic circus of yelling and crying was even happening, since I have always told her that she was the reason for all my problems, and that I would forgive her only when I was insane. But this time, my father came into the scene too. I put my bag into the car, opened the door, and was about to leave when he blocked me and started yelling at me about how I could make my mother so desperate and make her cry so much. Out of what little patience I had left, I closed the door and walked straight up to his face, telling him to stay out of this, since he was a perfect stranger to me and a coward, a man who abandoned a pregnant woman, escaping his responsibilities and leaving my mother to unload all her frustrations and rage onto a freaking innocent child. I kept walking toward him, face to face, making him step back, telling him how he was everything but a man, not a decent human being, and the last person on this freaking planet who had any right to talk to me. Believe me this time, even more than the last, I was really close to unloading 30 years of rage onto him. Not only did he fail to realize what kind of piece of turd he was, but he actually had the guts to provoke me even more by saying that this wasn't the right tone to use with my father. I couldn't help it. I just laughed out loud, hard. I repeated about 20 times, "A father? A father?" Apparently, my laugh enraged him even more. When I stopped laughing and turned my back, trying to finally leave this pathetic nonsense, I noticed his shadow. He was about to attack me. Fortunately, I reacted quickly and caught his hand, but this time, I let out a bit of my rage. I didn't beat the crap out of him, but I started twisting his hand hard. I just stood there, calmly twisting it while my mother, still crying, was screaming at me to stop hurting him. It went on for a few seconds until he started yelling that I was hurting him and begging me to stop. I continued until he finally said, Okay, we won't bother you, just stop it." So I released him. I looked at his hand. It was a mix of red and violet, and then I drove away. I canceled my psychiatric appointment yesterday because I'm still not ready. Besides, apart from this, something else happened today, and I felt something strange. So first, I want to figure that out before I finally decide about therapy. Believe me, I don't know what else to do. I have told my mother in every possible way that I hate her and want her to off herself. I filed a restraining order today. More than this, what the heck am I supposed to do? Because I'm sure this isn't over. See if the gym has cameras that caught the interaction. Being he tried to attack you first, you were just defending yourself. Hopefully, the gym caught it on camera and you can use that to help get a restraining order. Actually, this is a good advice. We'll do this. Next story. Am I the a-hole for telling my mom I won't take care of her when she's old after she abandoned me as a kid? I, 29 female, was raised by my dad after my mom walked out on us when I was 6. She left to find herself and started a new family with another man. She barely kept in touch. No birthdays, no holidays, not even a call when I graduated college. For most of my life, I accepted that she didn't want to be my mom, and I moved on. Fast forward to a few months ago, out of nowhere she reached out. At first, I thought maybe she wanted to reconnect and apologize for the past, but nope. She told me she was struggling financially. Her health wasn't great, and she needed someone to step up and take care of her. Apparently, her husband left, and her other kids weren't in a position to help. I told her flat out no. I wasn't going to play caretaker for someone who abandoned me. I reminded her that she made her choice years ago, and I don't owe her anything. She got mad and started crying, saying, "But I'm still your mother. You can't just throw me away like I'm nothing." I don't feel guilty. She made her bed, and now she has to lie in it. But part of me wonders if I really am being too harsh. We share the same blood after all. Now for the top comments. Why are you even talking to her if she abandoned you as a kid? I really thought she would reconcile with me, but it seems she just contacted me because she needed something. Not the a-hole. You don't owe her anything. She made her bed. Time to sleep in it. I was willing to forgive her, if not for the ulterior motive behind why she wants to reconnect with me. Unfortunately, she still isn't interested in being your mother. If she was, that would be a relationship to consider. That isn't what is happening here. Don't let unresolved feelings of wanting your mother's approval and love take you down the path of becoming her caretaker. And don't let a sense of guilt be the reason either. She has no shame for deserting you. If she didn't want or need something, she would not have gotten in touch with you. I am sorry if this sounds harsh. You sound like a compassionate person, and wanting a relationship with your mother is something that you hope for. I just don't think you will find what you are looking for. Not the a-hole. Last story. Am I the a-hole for not making my son give rides to his stepsister to and from school? I, 45 male, share 3 kids with my ex, 16 male, 14 male, and 11 female. We divorced 10 years ago. My ex, D, remarried 8 years ago and has another biological daughter, 7 female, and a stepdaughter, 14. My kids have never really gotten along with her stepsister. She pretty much gets whatever she wants. She has always had her own room and bathroom at their mom's house, while my daughter had to share with her brothers. She does not do chores and expects my kids to do whatever she asks them to do. Things have been really bad the last 2 years, and a little over a year ago, my oldest came to live with me full-time. A few months later, his brother followed. My oldest turned 16 back in December, and I bought a car for him. My only request was that he take his brother and sister, my kids, to school, which he agreed to do. My sons and their stepsister go to the same school. Not long after I got him the car, Dee started asking that my son take his stepsister to and from school. My ex's neighborhood is on the route to school from my house. He refused. My ex tried to make me force him to do it, but I refused. Well, last month, we had a winter storm come in. The first round was not supposed to be bad, so there was school, but the weather quickly got worse than predicted, so the school let out early. My sons were walking to the car with a friend to head to my house. Their stepsister was standing near the car with a friend and was on her phone. She told my son, "Mom says she cannot come get us, so we need to ride with you." My son refused. She handed my son the phone, and my ex was on the line. She demanded that my son give his stepsister and her friend a ride. She was across town getting groceries before the storm got worse. He refused. His stepsister started yelling at him. He ignored her, and they got in the car to leave. She and her friend got in front of the car so he couldn't move. He honked his horn and told them to get the heck out of the way. They eventually did, and my son left her and her friend at the school. A teacher saw the incident, so we were called by the administration about it. We told them what happened. My sons were not in trouble, but they said, "We need to work out this family conflict." Afterwards, my ex and her husband tried to talk to me and blamed me. I told them, "It isn't my fault y'all raised an entitled brat no one likes. Y'all have enabled her behavior for years. I have tried to get y'all to address it, but I am done. Until you stop being a worthless mother and stepdad, I do not want to hear anything from either one of you. D, your own sons despise you. That is all on you." Then we left. I have not spoken to my ex since. I do feel bad for my daughter because tensions have been high at my ex's house, and she is there half the time. Am I the a-hole? Not the a-hole. Well, if it isn't the consequences of their inaction biting them in the butt. Not the a-hole. Your ex chose her stepdaughter over her own kids. She chose her new husband over her own children. His daughter is just an extension of him in her eyes, while her children with OP are an extension of him and an unwanted reminder to her new husband that he came after OP. OP's kids basically remind stepfather and mom that he is getting OP's sloppy seconds. And of course, she doesn't want to lose another husband, so she is going to favor his children over her ex's children. Not the a-hole.